YouTube is LMERicoTv, man. I'm back with another video. Y'all see what we got going on. We got the story of Sue Surf Rico, so you already know what time it is. If you're brand new to the channel or you've been watching videos on the channel but not yet subscribed, please hit that subscribe button now. As y'all see, I'm on the ground to 7K, and hopefully I hit that very soon. And shout out to my supporters, man, because without y'all, my channel wouldn't be where it is right now. I highly appreciate y'all for that, so continue to do what y'all do. I'll definitely appreciate it. And also don't forget to smash that like button and comment on the video to help the video get recommended to a larger audience of people and hopefully bring in new supporters to the channel as well. Also, don't forget to turn on post notifications so you guys get notified when I drop new videos, and be sure you don't miss out on new videos. Check out the channel every single day. Also, don't forget to tell your family and friends about the channel, and hopefully they become supporters of the channel. And also, don't forget to add and follow me on social media. All my social media platforms are listed down below in the description box as well as in the intro of the video, so you guys shouldn't have a hard time at all finding me on social media. With that said, though, man, y'all know what time it is. I'm gonna go ahead and start the screen record. That's starting the vid now.
Why do so many rappers find it hard to leave the streets behind, even after supposedly making hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars? It's an age-old question that's plagued hip-hop.
I feel like it's just mostly because of the image, the money, the females, and the clout. Because at the end of the day, why else would somebody really want to be a part of the streets? I don't think nobody's goal is to be a part of the streets just to be a part of it. I feel like everybody that's a part of it is doing it because of the money. Cause, well, that's pretty much the number one thing, the money. Nobody wants to be broke as hell, and some people possibly don't even want to work at all for real. So that's why a lot of them do choose the streets over a real legal job and stuff like that, because it's fast money, and plus you do what you want to do, become your own boss and all type of shit. Yeah, you still might take orders from somebody, but some people rather do stuff like this in order to make their money rather than go and actually work at a job somewhere where they gotta continuously go in every single day, almost of the week and stuff, just to make a living and stuff, and rinse and repeat every single day. But other than that, though, man, there's a lot of reasons for why people in the streets. But that said, though, man, let's continue on.
For many years, and it's one of her biggest dilemmas. Could this be because many of these rappers have a gangsta image, so they feel they are required to actually get involved in crime? Or is it because some of these rappers are simply not as rich as they portray?
It's your boy Soulja Boy, man, just saying good morning to all.
And that's definitely possibly true too, man, because a lot of these rappers don't really got good deals for real. Some of them be signing bad deals, and some of them don't even know what they be signing. They just be knowing that they got a contract and that's it, but they don't really read into what the deal really is and stuff like that. And that's where they make a mistake, because now you might end up signing a deal where you're not even making a lot of money for real. Majority of the money that you could possibly make is possibly going to the record label and other people, not you. So that's it, man. You definitely got to pay attention to what you sign. And also, if you don't know what you're looking at on the contract, you got to get somebody that actually knows what they're looking at and what to expect out of that contract and stuff like that, because you don't never want to put your name on something and you don't really fully understand what it is, because like I said, you don't want to be one of them rappers that signed a bad deal. Now you just stuck. You ain't making no money for real, and on top of that, you might get shelved and stuff like that. So you definitely got to be careful what kind of contract you sign. At the end of the day, you got to make sure you read it thoroughly, or get somebody that know how to read contracts and understand contracts for real before you sign it, so that way they can let you know what, all right, this is what's on the deal, this is what is expected by the end of the deal, etc., etc. So that way you ain't getting hit with a surprise and now you looking all over the place crazy because you trying to hurry up and get out of that deal now after you realize that it's not really a good one. But with that said, it's very hard for some people to get out of their contracts, man. So you definitely got to know what you're doing before you even sign it in the first place. But with that said, let's continue on.
All the fans spent $6 million.
Or is this just a good old case that you can take the boy out the hood, but you can't take the hood out the home? Rapper Sue Surf seems to fall into the last category. His real name is Rajon Cox, and he was born on the 15th of January 1990. Sue was born and raised on the streets of Newark, New Jersey. He was raised by his mom, and his father was never around. In an interview with DJ Vlad, the rapper stated that he never had a proper relationship with his father. They only spoke from time to time.
Sad, man. Sad. I mean, you personally, did you grow up in a two-parent home, one-parent home?
Nah, yeah, one parent with me and my mom's.
Okay. Where was your dad around during that time?
Doing what doing father stuff, so other places, doing what he was doing, you feel me?
So did you have a relationship with him at all or not
Yeah,
really?
we spoke, you feel me? We spoke. Like, I mean, I wasn't act like he was one of them, you know, I ain't never see my dad.
Sue was one of those rappers who knew from a very young age that he wanted to be a rapper. His passion for hip-hop was further inflamed by his mom when
And
she
that could
brought
be
him to
another reason
karaoke
for why
machine.
somebody in
Probably
the
say that
streets
the
too,
karaoke
not having a
machine
real
helped him
father
hone his
figure
skills when
or
he was just
being
a kid.
around to
Sue
really
never let it
lead
out of
him the
sight.
right way.
Rapper
and
even
shit.
stated that his 8th grade yearbook simply said rapper because that's what he always wanted to do. But unfortunately, as much as rap was always his passion, Sue was also exposed to a life of violence and criminal activities at a very young age. A young Sue Surf witnessed his first murder when he was just 13 years old. This was also the time that he joined the Rolling 60s neighborhood Crips. During this period, Sue was shuffling high school responsibilities alongside a life on the streets. Sue attended Westside High School, graduated at the age of 17. But about a year after he graduated from high school, Sue caught his first run-in with the cops when he was 18. He was arrested for an illegal gun charge and sentenced to spend 3 years in prison. However, the rapper decided to fight the case. Therefore, he spent the first year of his sentence in Essex County Jail while fighting the verdict. He spent the second year out on bail before he was eventually agreed to serve his sentence and spent 20 months in prison. But it was while he was on bail for this charge that he delved into battle rapping. In 2010, Sue made his Ultimate Rap League debut in a battle against rapper Young Ill. This surely improved his rap skills, as Sue stated that he was known as the best rapper in the penitentiary when he was eventually starting to serve his sentence, and also while serving time that Sue became a father. His baby mama gave birth to a girl while he was out of prison, but Sue didn't get to see his daughter until she was 3 months old, as that was when he was finally released. Meeting his daughter definitely changed Sue and made him a better man. He realized that he can make more of his life by focusing on spitting bars rather than on the life on the streets. So the New Jersey rapper stayed out of trouble for a long time. Instead, Sue Surf focused on his career as a battle rapper. He had a legendary battle against Hitman Holler.
I can't be mad at show out, but if you take show out, nobody to catch the gun will catch you. Somebody tell me what the show about. What you going slide up on me like baggage claim remixed and platinum kill? Wait a minute, your little brother took the tab on that bill.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, him man Holla look like he ready to swing off of him. But yeah, man, that's pretty much battle rap, man. You definitely gotta sit there and take them hits, and it's just up to you on how you respond when it's your turn. But at the end of the day, you never want to get physical in a situation like that because it's gonna make you look emotional, and then on top of that, it's just gonna cause the people in the crowd to clown you and get you up off the stage and still talk shit about you and stuff like that. So if you ain't built like that, man, battle rap definitely ain't for you, because they definitely gonna come with the intentions to say anything possibly that's really personal and try to pretty much mentally hurt you and shit like that. But like I said, man, you just gotta respond when it's your turn, not get physical though. But other than that though, man, let's continue on.
For some time, he eventually transitioned into a studio and started creating mixtapes. Sue released a 14-track mixtape in 2016, and his career was truly on a rise. His talent was now bringing in money and could now take him out the trenches. Sue's career had grown to a stage where he was going on tour with the likes of Joe Budden. He's truly heading in the right direction and staying out of trouble. But remember what I said about taking the boy out the hood but not the hood out the homie? Well, that's exactly what happened. March 2017, Sue Surf was arrested on an attempted murder charge. After one of his homies had been shot, Sue wasn't gonna let it just slide. Instead, he allegedly shot the op who belonged to another Crip set, and he was picked up by the feds after. And if he had been found guilty of the charges, he could have been sentenced to life in prison. Still, the battle rapper was kept in jail for a year while fighting the case. He was about to throw away a career that he had witnessed so much success despite not being at its peak yet. Sue had become so successful that people were asking him for autographs, even in prison. Fortunately for him, he was able to beat this case, and according to the rapper, he spent over 60 racks on lawyer fees while trying to beat this charge. But this wouldn't be the end of Sue Surf's troubles, and Sue Surf's next challenge would be one of his biggest challenges ever. In 2018, Sue caught lacking while driving through his op's hood. Sue states that he was dropping a friend off and not there to cause any trouble, but that didn't stop the ops from gunning for his life. Sue Surf was waiting at the traffic light to go green when the area turned into a war zone. From the passenger seat of the third car behind Sue's car,
So pretty much in a situation like this, man, this is just a clear example of the ops don't care what kind of timing you on. All they know is you said what you said or did what you did, and that's all they know. So now they see red. So whether you there to really have trouble or not, they don't care about that. All they know is what they know, and all they want to do is pretty much possibly do something to you. So that's just pretty much what it is. So at the end of the day, this is just let a lesson be learned that don't take nothing lightly and do not by any means at all go to your enemy's territory, because at the end of the day, you don't know what type of time that they on. You might know what type of time you on. Like he said, he wasn't there to cause trouble. That's cool and all for him, but the other side, they not looking at it like that. All they see is you on their territory, and now they just gonna try to do something to you. So that's pretty much what it was right there. But other than that, let's continue on.
Shooter came down from the car and headed for Sue's vehicle. Sue only realized his life was in danger when the bullets started flying into his car from the passenger area.
You know what I mean? That first bullet hit me, and you start thinking like, what the damn, it's my time? Oh shit. Oh, this is what you've been thinking about all your life. Because, you know what I mean, if you're a street, like, every that's been in the street, think about that shit. Like, you think about, because all the homies go and people die and ops die and other niggas die, you think like, damn, you feel me? Like, how my shit gonna end?
Sue caught 5 bullets as he was shot twice in the ribs, twice in the stomach, and the last bullet piercing through his arm.
You know what I mean? So after that first shot, that shit like, damn, this how it's gonna end right here? And then everything just picked back up. Boom, 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 boom. You know what I mean? Everything else is just fast motion. You know what I mean?
Sue Surf was now covered in his own blood while wheezing for air and breathing shakily as he saw his life fleeing from his body, but that didn't stop him from trying to survive. He managed to stumble out of the car as the shooter sped off from the crime scene. Sue eventually picked himself up as his body started to go into shock. Desperate, almost lifeless, and using his instincts as only his fuel, Sue started swinging his arms at the doors of the car trying to drive past him, while the drivers also swerved past him like a bloodied obstacle they had to escape. Sue was eventually able to drag one door open and slip into the vehicle, and thankfully the driver agreed to drop him at the hospital.
I'm trying to like pull at car doors as I'm running, and like cars swerving around me and shit, you know what I mean? Or whatever, and then I grab one car door and the door open, and I just fall inside and shit. I'm like, yo, I just fall with the car. I'm like, yo, could you take me to the hospital? He like, look, I ain't from around here. I just got off on the wrong, you know what I mean, the wrong exit. Okay. I don't know where no hospital at, you know what I mean? But if you tell me where you gotta go, I'll take you.
After Sue Surf got to the hospital,
Man, shout out to that person for real, man, because that person didn't have to do that. He didn't owe him anything. He didn't have to be a good person and pull over or anything like that and say, look, man, I'll give you help or whatever the case may be, et cetera, et cetera. So shout out to that person, man, because ultimately Sue Surf could definitely die that night on the street. Like, anybody could have, like, all those people that was passing him, including the person that helped him, all those people ultimately could have just, nah, we finna drive right around your ass type shit and just leave you. Like, he could have instantly, definitely, pretty much lost his life right then and there because nobody helped him. But shout out to that person, man, for real. But that's definitely a blessing for him because at the end of the day, he was given a second chance. So with that said, it's just up to him on how he respond when he got that second chance. But ultimately, we see where this got him. So other than that, man, when you're given a second chance in a life or death situation, man, definitely capitalize off of it, man, because nobody is guaranteed a second chance at life at all, man. Because once you done, it's done. So with that said, man, we're going to go ahead and continue on.
Hospital, he had to undergo surgery and required 37 stitches to help him survive.
Can you actually show that, or?
Yeah, of course.
How many stitches?
It's like 37, some shit like that.
Okay, so at that point, I'm sure they put you under.
Yeah.
Sue recovered from his injuries and returned to the booth. In January 2019, he finally dropped his album titled 725. The album debuted at number 2 on the iTunes charts and number 29 on the chart across all genres. With all this success, you would think Sue was done with hood matters, or at least no longer involved in any gang violence, isn't it? Well, that's not the case. In the same year he dropped his debut album, Sue had another run-in with the feds. This time the rapper was arrested for another gun possession charge. But none of these cases could have prepared Sue Surf for what was coming in 2022, or maybe he saw it coming because Sue always stated that he had a date with Karma.
But you said something in a different interview. You said, I know me and Karma got a date. I'm just waiting for her to ring me up.
Yeah.
So that's what you were thinking?
You just, yeah, word.
At around 1:30 p.m. on the 13th of October 2022, officials of the New York Marshal Service and the New York, New Jersey Fugitive Regional Task Force surrounded a building in Jersey City where Sue Surf and a woman were staying. After noticing the feds were around, Sue and his babe tried to exit through the back door, but they realized that there were too many law enforcement officials that had surrounded the building. Sue and the woman went back into the building and they stayed in for about an hour because the battle rapper wasn't willing to come out. So the cops also barricaded them in. They had to call in hostage and crisis negotiators from the U.S. Marshals and the New York, New Jersey Fugitive Regional Task Force. After talking to him for a while, Sue Surf finally surrendered and was arrested by the feds. Once again, he was taken to the Wessex County Jail. Sue was hit by the DEA with a Rico case. He and 9 other Rolling 60 Crips members facing charges of racketeering, possession of firearms and ammunition by a felon, carjacking, and drug possession and distribution. Sue was also charged with alleged involvement with the criminal gang enterprise, and this is obviously about him being a member of the Rolling 60 Crips. The feds have been building this case against Sue and his homies since 2015, which has helped them file their case on a 51.
Damn, definitely ain't sounding good at all then for him, because that's like years worth of shit they got on him, because from 2015 to 2022, yeah, they pretty much was building to definitely put him in and not let him have a chance of getting out for real, because that's pretty much the main goal of a RICO. They want to build multiple situations against you of crimes and shit like that, so that way you really don't have anything little to a chance of getting out of jail at all off of this. So with that said, they not finna just, oh, you only did one thing, let's go hurry up and get you and book you. Like, nah, they trying to let you continue on doing what you doing and still build all these different cases up against you, so that way when it's time for real, where they feel like they got enough against you, now they gonna go ahead and go try to get you pretty much out the way for real. So with that said, man, it ain't looking good at all for them in this situation. And RICO cases are definitely hard to beat, depending on like if it's coming from the state or if it's really coming from the feds and shit like that. So that said though, man, we're gonna go ahead and continue on. The video is almost over, so let's continue.
Page document, and it seems most of Sue's dealings went down in the DMs. The cops state that Sue Surf allegedly used an Instagram group to direct his fellow Crip members
social
to shoot all the
media
odds
helping
by
them do their
substances
job
such
for real,
as
man.
April
Y'all gotta
2018,
definitely
and
stop
also
using social
conducted
media.
a drug deal. The feds also claim that Sue Surf had an illegal Beretta PX4 Storm 40 caliber firearm in July 2019, and later jokingly mourned law enforcement seizing the weapon on his Instagram a month later. Sue Surf is also charged with assisting in the attempted March 2017 shooting we talked about earlier. Cops alleged that Sue and another Rolling 60 member shot a member of a rival gang, the Rolling 40s neighborhood Crips. Sue Surf has since pleaded not guilty to all these charges, but if he's found guilty, the battle rapper legend will spend 20 years or more in jail for these crimes.
Damn.
According to some sources, Sue Surf might not even be coming home or stepping on the stage ever again, because one of his big homies is allegedly snitching on him.
And before we continue on and finish the video, man, that just goes to show you, man, let this be an example for real, like they all been saying. The streets really don't got no loyalty for real, because this is an example. Y'all get jammed up really bad. Now look, somebody potentially might take that opportunity to get theyself out of this situation, because they not trying to do all that type of time for real. So with that said, man, you definitely got to be careful when you in the streets for real. You can't really trust nobody for real, because at the end of the day, people are in it for their own benefits. They not really looking to be a real homie and, hey, I'm gonna take this charge for you. Like, nah, some of them, they not really trying to live that life to that extent. They not trying to go that deep into it for real. They might do what they do on the outside when they was doing their thing, but once they get locked up and jammed up, now you're gonna see who really about that life for real all the way through and through. So that said, man, the streets ain't really got no loyalty for real. That's tough. We're gonna rewind a little bit and continue on, and then we're gonna finish the video.
Pleaded not guilty to all these charges, but if he's found guilty, the battle rapper legend will spend 20 years or more in jail for these crimes. And according to some sources, Sue Surf might not even be coming home or stepping on the stage ever again, because one of his big homies is allegedly snitching on him.
Because his big homie is snitching on him.
That case is crazy, because there's already testifying. His big homie is testifying on him. It's crazy, bro. Yeah, man, you know, like Sue Surf big homie is cooperating, you feel me? Right, so, you know, he has no chance of beating this in my eyes.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it sounded like, man. That's all the police need at the end of the day. They just need that one person that's gonna be willing to tell everything, and that's it. So that said, though, man, that's pretty much the end of the video, man. If you guys enjoyed my reaction to the video or the video itself in general, make sure y'all smash that like button and comment on the video to help the video get recommended to a larger audience of people and hopefully bring new supporters to the channel. Also, don't forget, if you're brand new to the channel or you've been watching videos on the channel but not yet subscribed, please hit that subscribe button now. As I told y'all earlier, I'm on the grind to 7K, so shout out to y'all that's been rocking with me and supporting the channel, because without y'all, my channel wouldn't be where it is, and I highly appreciate y'all, so continue to do what y'all do. Also, don't forget to tell your family and friends about the channel as well, and hopefully they become supporters of the channel. Also, don't forget to turn on post notifications so you guys get notified when I drop new videos, and be sure you don't miss out on new videos. Check out the channel every single day. And also, don't forget to add and follow me on social media. All my social media platforms are listed down below in the description box, as well as in the intro of the video, so you guys shouldn't have a hard time at all finding me on social media. With that said, though, man, that's the end of the vid, and I'm gonna catch you guys later on more. So stay tuned. Peace.